made one of my favourite cars of the weekend. That's the Porsche 924 GTP, beautifully restored in recent times by Road Race. North John Bradshaw's operation. The Porsche repairers gets behind all the support for the Carrera Cup. Bring a team of technicians down to fix the cars if they get damaged in qualifying. Andy Rouse drove them to the Tony Tron, was in there as well. Well, there's that Lancia Vita Monte Carlo Turbo. Wild looking thing, isn't it? Another Gersevere BMW 320i. Pfalz was a tuning company in Essen. There's the VSD. That's the sort of shorter-tailed M1. Car of Jan Bots. Yeah, Krebs, Questa and Peterson. Ronnie Peterson did a few races in BMWs. Had that amazing car, the Share One at Silverstone, with the graph paper livery all over it. The turbo was great sense in it. The whole thing to twist and flex. Lifted wheels, inside front wheels, a long way off the deck. The 935, seen a few of those. 935 K3, Japanese race team cars. Belgian team for Curie Francorchamps. New.
That big booming engine in the back of the Ferrari.
So while it's unpleasant out there, at least we don't have that driving snow we had this morning.
There's almost a dry line coming through, isn't there?
Being slightly optimistic, or
yeah,
that's good. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? I mean, if you were racing there in sort of a modern car sort of setup, etc., you would certainly be thinking towards running slicks. There's no standing water. That's always the enemy of the slick tyre. But the big problem, more than anything else, is the temperature now. The temperature is so low that kind of switching on the grip in the tyres is difficult, but Jochen Mass is having a go. Of course, he's got so much experience. Stout old roll cage in that, isn't it? Moby Dick. There's the 911 rear bumper and lights you'll recognise. A long way forward in that tail.
Jochen is a great sailor as well. Big sailing boat.
He was a merchant seaman, wasn't he?
He was qualified. He was also the driver coach for the likes of Schumacher, Vendiger, when they drove the, was it the Mercs at Le Mans?
Yeah, the Mercedes Sabres, yeah.
He didn't have to teach them how to drive, but he had to teach them how to drive Le Mans, which is in those days, a very different game.
Yes, these days it's kind of flat out blind, isn't it, all the way. But yes, it must be very difficult to rein in sort of younger teammates and just actually, just go along at 75% and just keep out of trouble.
Ease the gearbox, don't slam it through all the time.
Consistency, just go round and round and round and round, and you won't break it, probably. power delivery on those Lancia Vita Monte Carlo turbos is fairly savage. Doesn't the Martini striping flatter the majority of shapes?
Yeah, it does. Was that turbocharged and supercharged? Or?
I think they were, weren't they? The
S4 Delta was. I'm not sure about the Monte Carlo.
a little bit more rain coming down. That's heat haze out of the back of it. I couldn't really tell in that longer shot.
Yeah, there's something falling the other side of the circuit.
It's a game of two halves here.
It is.
.320i BMW.
There aren't many of the 3.5 CSLs in standard form left, are there? The dreaded tin worm got them all.
That's right. That should certainly that era of 320i either. I like the sort of flags over the back. Sounds strong, doesn't it? Yeah, BMW blasting past the pits. It's the Road Atlanta, supported Whittington Brothers Racing. Porsche, Road Atlanta, fantastic circuit in Georgia. Been there a few times over the years.
So these guys will be coming in, and then batch 2 of our Group 5 demo will go out again for their 10 minutes. We won't see their like again for a long, long time, I don't think.
Well, we'll see them tomorrow.
Well, yeah.
Hopefully.
I've forgotten about tomorrow. But after this weekend, Marcus, I'm not sure where we'll next see a gaggle of Group 5 cars.
Probably demoed at sort of old-timer Grand Prix at the Nürburgring or something like that.
Probably.
Yeah. Moby Dick is quite something, isn't it? You can see why it was nicknamed Moby Dick. A sort of whale tail. Behind you, the Liquid Moly car was sort of essaying down the outside there and decided that, okay, maybe not. Yeah. One of the race cars I always wanted to drive and never have done, 935. wanted to drive a Porsche 935 and an ERA. I've driven an ERA, and 935 remains on the bucket list. It's rather like sort of flying a Spitfire and flying in Concorde. Concorde's not possible anymore. Spitfire, eminently possible.
Just pay your money.
The Boltby Aviation here at Goodwood or elsewhere. Friends went up recently and said it was the most extraordinary experience.
I bet. I was talking to Steve Jones earlier. Steve was practicing for the Derek Bell Cup in his little Brabham. Lovely, beautifully restored.
It's kind of new to him, isn't it? He's
It
been
is.
restoring that car for a while. But he's the great Red Bull daredevil, isn't he? The Red Bull Barnstormer with Paul Bonhomme, who took me up in a pit special here about 30 years ago.
Really? He's a great pilot, and he told me he's got a very busy aviation program this year, including good plans for the revival, which is encouraging.
Good. That sounds very good. But the Brabham just doesn't look absolutely superb. Did he tell you about the history of the car?
David Purley. Yep, local lad. Brave local lad.
Yeah, lost his life in the pits.
Yeah, he did.
Off Littlehampton.
And Peter Watts.
Okay, well, as the first tranche of Group 5 cars come in and the second prepares to go out onto track to entertain you for the next 10 minutes or so, let's hear